This one thing alone is more than likely the main reason why you are not getting the results you want from the gym and your training programs that you are using. And it is, drumroll please, training hard enough. I know, not very exciting and doesn't sound very fluffy to it, right? Or what's the catch? But the truth is, a lot of people do not train hard enough. Even according to the CDC, they said only 18% of people actually push themselves to the appropriate intensity, and that's for people that are exercising, okay? So 18% is a pretty small number. And if you go into the more exercise specific culture and studies that are more focused on hypertrophy and stuff like that, that percentage gets even smaller. So for those of you who don't know, hypertrophy training is basically maximizing muscle growth. Does not matter if you're a guy, girl. And many people are just simply not training hard enough. It is so under exciting, but it is so true. If I had 10 people in front of me and I said, hey, I want you to take this exercise to total failure, and I want you to do one set, just show me what that looks like, I can bet my entire bank account that only one out of those 10 people will do it correctly and actually go to true failure and actually push themselves to the appropriate stimulus. If you can learn how to train close to failure or totally up to failure on several exercises on the last set, I promise this will make a huge difference. And unfortunately, the sad truth is just not many people know how to do that, or they try to do it, but they actually aren't doing it even though they think they are. So learning how to train really close to failure is kind of a skill set that you have to build upon. But the best way to build upon that is training to failure, because the more that you do it and you kind of know what that feels like, the more that you're going to be able to base your entire workout program around that sensation, so you can make sure that you are training close to failure. And then usually what goes hand in hand with training close to failure is progressive overload, where you try to do more every week. So you put those two factors together and you will be getting results. I guarantee it. It's just so many times when I listen to people talk about their training, or especially if you get the privilege to watch how they train, you just realize really quickly they are not training hard enough. It is the simple truth for many people. We're talking literally 80% of the people out there who are struggling to build muscle. That is probably one of the number one things that they are just simply not doing correctly. So if you haven't tried this already, please take at least an exercise to total failure, literally to the point where you cannot do another rep and it hurts so darn much, the burn is so good, and you are just voluntarily, you cannot perform another rep. Truly, you are just done and out. If you can take just one exercise of that and know what that feels like, and then apply that feeling and sensation to the rest of your workout program to know how hard to push yourself, you will notice a huge change in your exercise regimen and your results. Blake Story out.